What's up, Gemini? This is Jesse with 44 Astro with the general full moon tarot reading for the full moon coming up on February 24th. This will be a full moon in Virgo at 5 degrees Virgo. It will be at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be in the 13th mansion of the moon. 13th mansion is a good mansion. It's about sexual energy or connecting sexually to individuals, but it's not just about that. It's also good for starting new projects, things like this. Good for changing your hair. It's not good for overindulgence, but I'll put a picture of it up. You can read about it. For Gemini ascendant, this moon will be in your third or fourth house. Third house is Gemini's house of communication and learning. Also siblings. Fourth house is the house of the mother or your home. The energy's been kind of rough right now. Well, I wouldn't say rough. It's just intense, especially sexually. Not just because of the mansion, but because Venus has been touching Mars and Pluto. Those are two very sexual planets. That's the card. And Venus is your relationships and your love life and things like this. It can also represent sex. So it's very strong sexual energy. It could also represent as anger, so be very careful with that. Because aggressive energy or sexual energy can be angry energy. Pluto rules rage. Mars rules anger. So when they touch, it can be very, very volatile. Also, the moon will be opposite the sun, conjunct Saturn and Mercury. This is very, very alchemical in nature, especially with the moon touching it, which means you have a channel to unite both the dark and light aspects of yourself, because Saturn is the dark and the sun is the light. And with it being in Pisces, again, it's all about connecting to the all, no boundaries, right? Dreamy type energy, very psychic energy right now. It's a very strong opportunity. You should, if you can, you should meditate. I'd say around March 7th, March 8th, I would fast. I'm going to fast. I'm going to spend a lot of time in meditation. A lot of people have been enlightened on those days throughout the history of our world. Oop. But with that said, be careful with the anger, just because, like I said, especially if you're around siblings, third house, or your communication could come off as aggressive, or you could argue with your siblings or something like that. Also, your mother or your home life, be careful with those two things too, because if you're angry or aggressive, it could manifest in terrible ways. Or at least not fun ways. Might say something you don't mean. That type of thing. For you, it looks like a new start's coming, and it looks like it has to do with love. Oh yeah, something ended for some of you. It's a general reading, so it'll be different for all of you. Okay, Solomon, now's not the time, baby. Well, Solomon wanted to come say hi. Moon card you got, Gemini, is a new start is coming. So, looks like a new beginning for Gemini. It's crowned by the lovers too. It could be a new love life. Could be taking a next step in your current relationship type thing. For those of you that are coupled. But it looks like new love for many of you. It could have something to do with a fire sign, or you could have fire in your chart. So fiery individual is the core of this reading. Whether you're asking about this specific person, it's a fire sign or a fiery person, or you have that in your chart and you're asking about this type of nature in yourself, right? And it's crossed by some sort of opportunity and money. So something involving this fiery individual, something in the recent past ended. Maybe you felt stabbed in the back. Maybe you ended a relationship. Are you just ending something in general? You and your spouse may have ended something. That's why the new start is coming. You felt stabbed in the back in some way, maybe by this individual. And it could have to do with money, right? You felt stabbed in the back about money. You and your loved one, or just kind of in your job if you're single, right? But the crown of the reading is the lovers. The conscious influence is the lovers. So it could definitely be love on the horizon. And it could be with an earth sign. But this also could be you moving forward financially in a new opportunity. Could be redoing your whole situation, like with work, your whole home life. Maybe you're moving your whole family kind of thing, right? A new opportunity. It could be that you ended a relationship and you're moving forward so that you can be more stable. But if it is new love, it could be with an earth sign. The unconscious influence, this is divinely guided stuff, right? This is the final judgment. That's the Archangel Gabriel. So there's some kind of judgment that's going to have to be made that hasn't been made. so that you can get this stability. And it's lingering all around you, this decision that has to be made. It could have to do with ending a relationship, but also and starting a new one, or it could just have to be doing with ending being single and starting a new relationship with this earth sign individual, maybe this individual who is very stable. Right now, this is you. This is you being the star. This is a type of healing coming along. It could be that maybe you had a back issue and you're healing now. It also could be that a wish. There's a wish. It could be with a love. It could be with love. It could be an individual you've been wishing for and they're coming about in your life. It could be a new start in money. And I say that because in your environment is juggling money. It could be that you had to end a job. Like maybe you and your family had to move away or something, or had to change the way you live because you lost a job or you left a job. Right? It could be because somebody tried to cheat you on money. So you're having to juggle money right now until this situation works itself out. The advice is like, take charge, right? Go be the boss. Do what's right for you, right? Establish yourself. It's an Aries card. You could have Aries in your chart. You could be involved with an Aries. It could be an Aries that your new love partner could be an Aries. Or you could be the Aries and it's like, hey, stand up for yourself. It's time for you to stop relying on someone else and take charge like the Emperor. But there's going to be worry because of whatever this situation is. It could be that you're leaving this situation because it's not good for you. Like maybe you're separating from someone, so you're worried about the money aspect because they were part of, because when you separate from someone, you're losing half income right there, right? Or you're separating from a job, you're losing your income. So there's going to be worry about money, but that's natural. You're gonna worry about money, all right? You're gonna have to juggle it for a little while until you can take charge and do it the way you want to do it, not on anybody else's terms, the way you wish to do it. And if it is a new relationship, it's going to be the one that you wish for. It's going to be the right one. You're probably going to have to go through a little bit of this because if you separated, like I said, money could be an issue. If you lost a job and your family's moving, you're having to juggle money a little bit. This is the right move, and it's necessary, and it's going to bring this nice new start and this stability because this is in the near future. It's either bringing this individual or it's bringing this kind of stability. All right, and look on the bottom, it's moving forward victoriously right there. So this looks like it's going to be good for you, Gemini. All right, Gemini, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm just grateful for the view, but it will help me and encourage me to make more content. And if you haven't watched my Saturn video, I suggest watching it. Next, I'll start doing Saturn through the houses. There's a lot of good information in there. Anyway, with that being said, Gemini, thanks for being here, and I hope to see you here again.